Okay, maybe that does say live. Sorry about that. Hello everybody. It's me, Comic Crack, and here we go. Uh, the the demand was enormous. It was huge. It was resounding. There was at least 2 or 3 people that said they wanted to see more trading cards. So for those 2 or 3 people, let's have a look, shall we? I picked this binder first because at the back of it are the Batman animated series cards that I have. Those of you who watch Damien's channel, I recently sent him some stuff as a thanks in return for some things that he had sent me, and a little bit of housewarming gift in there. I threw in a pack of Batman animated trading cards. And I saw that there was a couple of comments asking about those cards specifically. So I thought, why not show them off and talk about them a little bit. But first, here we have some beautiful, absolutely beautiful Star Trek hologram cards there, which, hell, that's translating pretty nicely. I'm using the live app on my phone, so if you're frantically typing away in the chat box, I can't read it. I am not there. Yeah, this was another one of those sets that I bought as a set. Special sexy lady friend's brother recently. Was it last year or was it the year before? I can't remember. He donated a bunch of stuff to us, specifically a whole bunch of comics to my son, which was really nice of him. But he also had a bunch of trading cards, and some of the cards that he had was from this series. This and then a series directly after it. I'm not sure how exactly this worked. This one has Next Generation. It has original Star Trek. I don't think it has any of the other series. I think they just cover those 2 series of the Star Trek show. Anyway, really, really nice set. Yeah, I mean, these are numbered like 200 and plus on the back here, so there must have been another set. Let me look at the front cards. Yeah, so it's starting at like 161. So then that does make sense. It's part of a much larger set of cards then. Get back to roughly where we were. Today in the mail, I just received. I had found what I think is the last 3 crystal cards from that Mobius set as well. I found a guy online that was selling just the crystal cards, and you could pick as many as you wanted. And he had one left of each of the ones that I needed, so I snatched them up from him. He lived in BC. They showed up today, which is beautiful. Now, I think that Mobius set has one promo card, but I don't think it was a crystal one. I have a feeling it was just kind of like a sample, an image that was already with the set, but it was just a promotional card. Other than that, I think I have the entire set now, which is pretty great. Those crystal cards are just beautiful. Okay, so there we have a checklist. Yeah, unfortunately, these checklists start at 161 as well. Oh, hey, look at that. Star Trek's Next Generation. And then Star Trek. Yeah, the original. Yeah, on the back it just does that. Okay, so Batman cards. So there was 2 Batman animated series sets. Again, I believe I bought these as a set. This was the promo card, I believe. Yeah. So there's the promo card from that set. One of the sets has much better imagery than the other. Damien kind of hit it right on the head. There's a look at the backs of those. So same kind of thing, gives you a little just background on the actual card or the character, whatever happens to be on the front. And this was a 100 card set plus the promo. The second series, I believe, was the one that just had stills pulled straight from the show. This one kind of has original art for the fronts. On the backs, you can see that they have some stills pulled from the show, but they're not the main draw of the cards. And I think the first set is amazing. It's a really, really nice set. I prefer it over the other one. Look at that, Ra's al Ghul. But the second set does have something that I think is extremely, extremely cool. So here we're looking at 42. Oh, maybe they did the same thing for this one too, because here's some that are clearly images pulled from the show. Maybe it was half and half. So maybe I'm talking out of my ass. Maybe what I'm going to encounter are these magnificent cards. I'm pretty sure they were with the second series here. Anyway, so to look on the front, we have some stills from the specific episode, that episode being Nothing to Fear, and then it kind of tells you the story of Nothing to Fear on the backs of the cards, which is a really great way to do it, I think. And I mean, it was a really, really dark show, period. Not really dark only in tone, but in just look. And that was a look that they were going for, and especially the early episodes were even darker. I've got the box sets of each of the seasons because I'm a huge, huge fan of this animated series. I think it's right up there with one of the best cartoons ever made, to be honest. And they do talk about that in the commentaries, that the early episodes, if they could go back and redo them, they would make them not quite as dark. It was just one of those things. They had this idea in their mind, and when it translated to TV, they realized, like, oh shit, that's actually pretty dark, maybe a little too darker, a little too much darker than we wanted to go. And here's the second set, and something just happened with the reproduction of the second set. I'm not quite sure what it was. The images they used maybe weren't the best. Even if the images are dark at times, at least the quality of the images for this first series were pretty great and crisp. It just looks like these are blown out quite a bit more. Just not as visually appealing. Even the framing of some of them, maybe not the best kind of images to capture. But it is Batman, so I did buy them. The animated series trading cards series 2, and this is 90 deluxe UV coated cards. Bonus 4 new vinyl mini cells, limited production and distribution. I don't think I have any of those. I think I just got the base set of these. Same kind of idea on the back, a little bit of info about the card's face. There's the villains, and more villains cards. And then we get into some allies. But yeah, I mean, they're just really, I don't know, they're just kind of poorly done. But the ones that I wanted to show you that I really got a kick out of are near the back here. Yeah, here we go. So, again, a checklist. I feel like I've shown these off before, but it's quite possible that I haven't. And I'm dreaming. So, you get these cards as well. So, they've got a funny top on them. It shows Batman. It shows you all the ones you can get. I believe I have the whole set of these. And what they are is, I'm going to put you down for a sec there, because I need to sort of do this with both hands to at least